Good afternoon from London. It's a bright June afternoon here. And hello to all dear comrades, friends, and supporters from me, Dr. Dermot Hudson, the chairman of the British Group for the Study of the Juche idea, chairman of KFA UK, an official delegate of the KFA for the UK, president of the Association for the Study of Songun Politics of the UK, and of course the owner of this very self-same channel, Songun 007, the militant voice of Songun and Juche in the UK, defending people's Korea with no ifs or buts. I'm just off to a picket of the US Imperialist Embassy in London. But before I do that, I'm just going to make a short video because today is the 8th anniversary of the election of respected Marshal Kim Jong Un as President of the State Affairs of the DPRK. Originally, the title was Chairman of the State Affairs Commission of the DPRK. 8 years ago, on the 29th of June, the Supreme People's Assembly of the DPRK elected respected Marshal Kim Jong Un as chairman of the State Affairs Commission of the DPRK. This position later became known as the President of State Affairs of the DPRK. This is a position of supreme state power. Basically, it was an affirmation that respected Marshal Kim Jong Un was at the helm of the revolution and construction in Korea, that Marshal Kim Jong Un was and is the supreme leader of People's Korea. The mainstream media of the elite and the bourgeoisie in the West have created many myths, lies, distortions, and urban legends about the political system of People's Korea, alleging that it is, and I quote, a dictatorship, or quote, a monarchy, or has, quote, a hereditary system. These slanders are also getting repeated by self-styled ultra-leftists, so-called anti-revisionists, and, in inverted commas, Maoists. Nothing could be further from the truth. Respected Marshal Kim Jong Un was elected by the Supreme People's Assembly of the which fully represented and reflected the will of the people. So-called experts on the DPRK in Western countries, who are in reality paid by South Korea, deliberately ignore the fact that in People's Korea, voting turnout is nearly 100%, so that the Supreme People's Assembly represents the will of the entire people of the DPRK. Those countries who hurl criticisms and slanders at People's Korea have governments where there is no popular mandate to rule because they've been elected by a tiny minority of the electorate and, of course, represent the 1% of society. The criticisms by the elite in Western societies about the DPRK are nonsensical and slanderous. Respected Marshal Kim Jong Un is both a leader of the people and a leader for the people. He has constantly and consistently put forward people-orientated policies. At the 7th and 8th Congresses of the Workers' Party of Korea, Marshal Kim Jong Un called for the full implementation of the people-orientated line of the WPK, which embodies the Juche idea. He is always with the people. When natural disasters struck the country on a number of occasions, it was Marshal Kim Jong Un who was first on the scene, driving his own car and not worrying about getting his clothes dirty. I was in the DPRK in September 2016 when natural disasters hit the far northern part of the DPRK, causing many people to lose their homes. At the time, the DPRK, despite the intense and vital sanctions of the imperialists, was pushing ahead with the construction of Rumyong Street. However, on the 10th of September 2016, the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea issued an appeal and directed efforts to rehabilitate the flood-affected area and build new homes. Homes should be prioritized over the construction of Rumyong Street. Soldiers and builders were dispatched to the affected area. 11,900 new homes and 100 new public buildings were built. At the same time, the DPRK was able to complete the construction of Rumyong Street by April 2017, and I was there when it was opened. During the 8 years of Marshal KIM JONG UN's presidency of the state affairs of the DPRK, there has been truly phenomenal growth and development. Street after street has been built in Pyongyang, such as Mirai Scientist Street, Rumyong Street, Songhwa Street, Hwasong Street, and the new area in Sopho district, to name just a few. Nowadays, new housing is being built in rural areas in the DPRK, and every day the DPRK media carries reports of people moving into new homes in the countryside. Visiting the DPRK in April this year, I was not only able to see Hwasong Street, but also visited the newly constructed Kangdong greenhouse vegetable farm, which is a state farm. This has an area of 100 hectares and 8 types of greenhouses. Vegetables can be supplied all year round. A few weeks before our visit, the farm supplied fresh vegetables to Pyongyang citizens free of charge. The farm has 1,800 workers who live in houses provided free of charge. It is very clear that Marshal KIM JONG UN is leading the people of the DPRK forward to socialism and communism under the banner of the great Juche idea. We salute the 8th anniversary of his presidency of state affairs of the DPRK. Long live respected Marshal KIM JONG UN. Long live People's Korea. Long live Juche. Long live Songun. Thank you very much for listening. If you're not already a subscriber to the channel Songun 007, please hit the subscribe button, and also subscribe to our affiliated channel KFA UK. And you can support us in a number of ways. First of all, number one is by coming to our events and meetings. We would like to see more of you at our events. We're picketing the Yank Embassy today, and we got a film night on Monday and another Q&A session the week afterwards. And there's also going to be a European-wide seminar in Berlin. You can also donate money to us, and also very importantly, we've got a publishing program. We've got many books, so check out the link in the description. See you all again soon. Have a good day. Long live People's Korea. Mansei.